We take care of our caregivers, Todd,
That's
because that's the
amazing.
one thing I learned from Debbie. When you take care of your team, you don't have to micromanage.
All right. So welcome. My name's Todd Patton. I'm the host of the One Home Service podcast, and I am so happy to have, I can't believe you're here because you're everywhere right now. You're moving, but you made time for this, and I really appreciate it.
Oh,
But
of
we have
course.
Genevieve Galindo, who is with Responsive Homecare, and what an honor it is to have you here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Todd.
Yeah.
This is a great opportunity. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. And, before we get started, I want to hear kind of your backstory, not the company's, but yours. Give me a little bit of background about you.
So I am originally from the Philippines. I was born and raised there. And then my family and we moved here back in the early 90s. And I went to Florida International University. I went to marketing school. And then I decided United States Army.
No
So
way.
I am a veteran. I served
Awesome.
2000 to 2006.
Thank you so
And
much for your service. Wow.
yes,
That's
it was a
amazing.
great honor to
How many,
serve.
what years was it?
2000 to 2006.
Amazing.
Yes.
What branch?
United States Army.
Awesome.
So I went to Fort Leonard Wood, Fort Jackson, Gitmo, and then to Fort Lewis. And it was the absolute learning experience, humbling experience. Would I ever do it again? Absolutely.
Again, you would.
I would, absolutely.
Even after boot camp, you would say that?
Absolutely.
That's really
I'm
cool.
very, very proud of it.
What do you think you learned most from your time, the 6 years there, as far as it relates now to business? What could you take away?
The love of something you do. It has to everything you do, your thoughts, everything you say, you create, it all has to come from the heart.
Mm-hmm.
Because then it's not work. Because then it's not something like, oh, I'm dreading this. No, it comes from the heart. And when you get something back, it doesn't have to put your name, oh, done by. No, it's just, I did something and that I love. And I think that's my biggest take back from there. And and also how much I appreciate the simplest things. I appreciate very much. And I teach that to my kids and to my team.
Isn't that amazing how that works? I had an office that my previous company was a digital marketing business, and I had an office in India. So I would travel to India, and you see that side of it. It's how poor some people live, and it's just so sad. But at the same time, they're happy. And you look at, and there's a lot of people where we live, which is such an amazing place, that are miserable and complain about little things. It's like,
yeah,
God, I wish you could just go back. And I try to, I haven't, my kids have not gone to India, but I kind of want to take them there and just say, look at what we have. Look at and it just makes you, to your point, it makes you appreciate everything so much more.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So and then, so after military, I went to nursing school, and which is funny because in college, I come from a family of nurses and doctors, all in the medical field. So growing up, I'm like, I'm not going to be that,
Of course.
And then I ended up back and I went to nursing school, and I actually really love it, just being around people and helping people. And I specialize in geriatric care. So I started working at the VA hospital, and I also started working for Vitas, a hospice.
In South Florida?
Here in South Florida. And then somewhere around that time that I got married and I have kids, and I'm like, home care would be good because I can be flexible. I can be with the kids. I can be soccer mom and all that and still be able to do what I love to do, which brought me to Responsive Home Care.
And how long ago was that?
This was in 2014.
Oh, wow. It's been over 10 years.
Yes. So 2014, I joined the company. Debbie Savage, our sole owner, she's our CEO.
She founded
She's also a nurse. Yes. She built this in 1994 on her own.
Amazing.
And And in the beginning, I was a wellness nurse to one of the communities that we served, which is the 5-star senior living communities. It's an assisted living and independent living. Um,
So that's were you staff of responsive,
I would be
but you
a
would be on
staff
site?
nurse there.
Okay.
Yeah. And while I was doing that, then with the kids, then said, you know what? I'm going to kind of step back a little bit. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I need office work. I just didn't, I needed some change. So my boss said, well, then I'll get you in the office. So she just won't let me go. I'm kidding. Then so Debbie said, she made up a role which was brilliant because it's staffing, but it's a nurse staffing coordinator, which actually I get to learn the patient, the client, and make sure that we staff it with the right caregiver. It's not just, oh, that's available, so let's put her there. No, it's not
Now,
like that. So, responsive home care, it's a private duty home care agency. What that means, it's different from home health. It's very confusing, home health, home care.
yeah.
Let's focus on home care, which is what we
Okay.
do. We have caregivers. These are CNAs, which are certified
Yep.
nursing assistants, or home health aides. These are people that you see at hospitals or rehabs that helps bring your food, gets your vital signs, your blood pressure, your temperature. They also help bring you your water. They also help transferring or taking you to and from the bathroom, giving you a sponge bath, things like that. Those essential people, we bring that to your home.
Okay. And that's
So
not, and they're licensed.
and
They're
they're licensed,
all of
they're
them are licensed.
certified, yes. And they are all supervised by our registered nurses. So we do have our nurses that looks after them and manages them and supports them, but it's the CNAs and the home health aides that are one-on-one with our clients.
I guess the thing that was confusing me on that is that when you hear health,
Right.
is it medical? Because you could also have somebody that's just as a companion or whatever. That's not has not
Right.
that.
We do that too.
Oh, really?
So
All right.
it could be it. So there's different various ways that we can help. One, maybe mom is now having memory issues
Mhm.
and she doesn't want to leave her house. She wants to stay in her home that she's built for so many years.
Sure.
So we'll have a CNA there with her, help her bathing, dressing, do light housekeeping, take her to doctor's appointments,
Mm.
make sure she takes her medications the right way, the right
Yep.
time. All those, and we coordinate with the family so that they're always involved with mom's care, but they don't have to be there
Hmm.
24/7.
Hmm.
Or it could be maybe, let's say, you or a family member or a neighbor. Maybe they slipped and fall, or basically they had a cardiac arrest.
And
They went to the
they're yeah,
hospital,
or they're broken. They can't
a
move.
broken
Yeah,
leg or
whatever it
something
is.
like
Yeah,
that, or
they need help.
exactly.
Yeah.
So when they come back from the hospital, they might not be able to move their arm,
Uh
they
huh.
might not be able to bend, they might not be able to they have to wrap their leg when they
Uh
go in
huh.
the shower. Our caregivers will do that.
Same CNA.
Our CNAs will do that.
Wow.
Yes.
Ah.
Our main focus for that particular kind of case is that we make sure that you do not go back to the hospital
Hmm.
for the same issue. And hospitals who we've partnered with, I'm talking about Broward Health,
Hmm.
Holy Cross, Cleveland Clinic, Memorial Hospital, and Broward Health, they want to partner with us because we assist them and their staff to avoid or reduce readmission.
Mm.
We want them to go to their follow-up appointments.
Yeah.
We don't want them going back to the
And I'm sure
emergency
that
room.
happens a lot, right?
Yes,
Where if they don't go through to a company like yours and they don't get that, they
absolutely.
don't take care of the something the right way, then they have to go
Right.
back in, readmitted, and hospitals
Yeah.
don't want that.
No, they don't want that.
Yeah.
The case managers, the Medicare,
Yeah.
they all get dinged.
And they get
So,
rated. Oh, so their ratings based
oh yeah,
really? Oh, okay.
yeah. So they want to make sure, even the doctors wants to know if someone comes back from the hospital. I mean, they're discharged, but that they have to go back to their doctor. And what's the follow up? If they can't go there because no one's going to be able to drive them,
Mhm.
no one can pick up their prescription. All of a sudden, their dog who needs to walk, they can't walk the
Yeah.
dog. It and family might not be here, or family has their own thing going on. We are the support.
And now everything you talked about there, which is very clear, I totally get it. then there's the difference between private pay and
Yes.
insurance, right?
And insurance.
Those are the two options. It's either
right.
so
So
you guys do both
with
or
us with private duty, we do long-term care insurance, which is you have the John Hancock, the
yep.
MetLife, those. It has to be long-term care insurance. We also assist our veterans. We provide all of our care notes and all that to their case managers, and they get reimbursed as well. And then there's the private pay. Now, medical insurance, such as Medicare,
Mhm.
they will not pay for it because we are kind of considered custodial, not a medical necessity,
Mhm.
which is kind of crazy,
Yeah,
right?
it's
So, what we do is we partner also with home health agency. That's the confusing part.
oh,
So,
all
what is
right.
home health is those are your skilled nurses, your physical therapists, your occupational therapists, speech therapists, all those people. We have a partnering agencies that if our client still needs therapy while at home, we're going to bring them in and they're going to do therapy at home. And days that they're not doing therapy, we can assist them by what the therapist told us how we can assist our clients.
That makes sense. All
Yes, so
right.
it goes hand in
Yeah.
hand. Absolutely.
Great. Now take me back to the role. That is it Debbie?
Debbie
How
Savage.
did she start at a position for
So
you? What, 5 years ago?
this was when I just had my baby in 2017, my second my daughter, my second child. And she says, I said, with the new baby, I probably want to stay a little bit more home and
Yeah.
kind of do like an office. She goes, no, 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 I have something for you. I have you an office. I got you a play, what do you call it? A pack and play. You have a bassinet. I mean, she
No way.
molded a role that was a strategic also for the business because now she has a nurse care client manager and staffing that we want to make sure we're not just sending a caregiver just because they're available to a client. We're sending the right match. So a skilled caregiver that may be experienced and skilled in dementia will go to a memory care client. Someone who's skilled with transferring
Mhm.
rehabilitation will go to a post rehab, post
Mhm.
hospital client. So that was kind of what we, put
Awesome.
together.
Wow.
And then I had my baby in the office.
So
It was perfect.
what's her name?
Alexis.
Alexis. So she literally grew up in this industry.
She grew up in the industry, yeah.
And the staff, everybody that works here loved
When she comes and visits me in the office, everybody says, "Oh, here's the boss."
That's so awesome.
Yeah, and my son, who's 16-year-old, Liam, he also grew up with responsive. So every time they do like those volunteer work for their high school, him and his boys, his best friends, come to and they join me in doing a lot of our nonprofit
And
charitable,
which
philanthropy work
which you
that we
guys do a
do.
lot of, I've
I
noticed.
love doing
I
it.
walked in, just so everybody knows, I set up the sprinter for the interview. I walked in and they're moving too, but on the same
Yes.
but you also I see Thanksgiving
Yes. Food
bags and
drive.
that's amazing.
Every year, this is our fifth year. Oh no, it's our sixth year doing a food drive for the Sorif Jewish Community We Care Food Pantry. So every November, I I hand out bags and boxes to all of our referral sources, all of our partners, and I ask them anything that's non-perishable. It could even be diapers or
Yeah.
whatever that you guys can
Canned
provide
food,
to
whatever.
our community. And then the week before Thanksgiving, my husband's truck comes here, puts all of those stuff on the truck, and we deliver them. We hand deliver
Where?
them to Sorif Food Pantry, the We Care Food Pantry. It's in
And then
Sunrise.
they disperse it.
And then
You
the
bring them to their
people go there and they pick up
oh, it's a
food
they
and
come in and get
yeah.
that's
So that's why
amazing.
I do it before Thanksgiving so that they're all
Yeah.
prepared
Oh,
beforehand.
wow. That's awesome.
And it's wonderful. I don't really advertise it.
Mm-mm.
I think I should so I can get more people to join and
Yeah.
participate more. But I just whatever time I can do. I love doing it.
What do you? Is there any needs that you have for that? Is it? I mean, there's not a limit to how many
Right.
canned foods you can get, right? So do you want more active people to do that, or
For me, I think educating a lot of our in our community that there is organizations like We Care Food Pantry. They can go there any time of the year and they can donate any non-perishable items, even blankets too,
Mhm.
and old clothings for children, gift cards, Publix gift
Yeah.
cards,
I would say
things like
that's
that.
yeah.
They're open Monday to Friday. It's right there in Sunrise Plantation area. I can give you more information
Yeah.
about
Let's
them.
put that we'll put that on the podcast.
Yes,
So if anybody wants
and
to reach out.
but it's the November Thanksgiving thing that I do, like this big thing with my partners, and I do that, every
And what's the
year.
lead time? You have to get it how many a week before Thanksgiving or probably more?
I try to send the donations the week before.
Yeah.
So next year I wanna start like at least the first week of
This was a little
November.
tough with the move.
I know it was, but hey, we still got it, right?
That's
When you're motivated,
Yep.
and like I said, when you
Exactly.
want and love doing something,
That's the
you're gonna
truth.
make it happen.
That's the truth.
Yeah,
So, talk to me about as far as we talked about private versus insurance, long-term care insurance.
correct.
What's the typical on the average? I know it's, but is it like the 80% are private? Most of them are private.
It's I would say about 80 to 90% of our clientele right now is private pay, and then we have our long-term care insurance folks. But there's also times when they start paying private pay, and then a son or a daughter comes and says, oh wait, you have, and we can still do and process it with them. We do it electronically, and we are a licensed company, by the way, which is very important because a lot of times when we need help, we try to only it's a big part of our decision making is financial, right? Oh, this is cheaper, I just saw it on
Hmm.
on the newspaper, or a friend of a friend of a friend recommended this lady.
Hmm.
But we have to be careful because if something happens in your home, you're liable for that.
Hmm.
When you're driving or you're being driven by someone and something happens, you need to make sure that you're covered by
Yeah.
insurance and there's liability
Yep.
and all that. And also for the safety of, let's say, our seniors who lives alone,
Hmm.
you want to make sure that no one's taking advantage of them. So all of our caregivers, all of my staff, my team, they're all employees.
That's amazing because
They're not
that's one of the things I
subcontractors.
want to talk to you about because that is how do
Yes.
you vet the subcontractors? But
Right.
they're not subcontractors.
No, they're not they're our actual employees. We give them benefits. We even offer them 501(k). I mean, we take care of our caregivers, Todd,
That's
because that's the
amazing.
one thing I learned from Debbie. When you take care of your team, you don't have to micromanage. You just
Now,
have,
how does
yeah.
that work with just from a business side? I'm wondering if you have, because that's logistically, that seems like it would be tough because you have full
Yes.
time. In other words, if you have somebody full time
Yeah.
and you don't have if it's slow season or something, you're still paying them
Right.
full. Like, how does that work? Where do you just know? I guess you know it enough now
We do,
when season comes and
and we also they can provide different kinds of support. We have one of our biggest partners who is John Knox Village. It's a continuing care retirement community,
yeah.
and we have most of our staff there too, providing assistance to the residents and to their staff. So
Oh, in
yes,
house
in
there.
house there. So, and the rehab, yeah. We have this wonderful partnership with John
That's
Knox Village.
amazing.
So
Wow. What a
even if like if they have like their assigned client, but then maybe if their client is on vacation or they no longer need, we can staff them to our partners. So we want to make sure they're busy, and they're always busy.
and then recruiting and hiring the right people.
Right. We have an excellent
I could
HR
tell.
that
It's probably
does
buttoned
that.
up like
And
everything's
yes, and also because, like I said, we have really good relationships with the hospitals and the rehabs. They also call us and say, "Hey, I have a really good nurse, or I have a great CNA. They want more hours. They're part time with us." And you know what? We want quality
yeah.
people too. I don't need 500
No.
caregivers. I need 200
Mhm.
qualified
Mhm.
caregivers, and
And eventually I'm sure it's been this way being especially since 1993 you said or 94.
94. Mm-hmm.
Word gets around and
1994.
people want to work at a place that's got that kind of culture. It's really culture
Yes.
you've built. An amazing
Yes.
culture. I mean,
Absolutely.
starting from
From
and
Debbie,
I give
and
Debbie a lot of
yeah.
credit because to have to know you're having a baby and to realize, wait, let's make a little playpen here and let's
I
do a little.
know. I
That's really
know.
cool. What a good
Yeah.
story. Ah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So we're gonna finish on this because I want to hear because a lot of people just don't know where to start. So like,
Okay.
let's say somebody is in their 50s. They have parents living in South Florida. You guys cover Broward and
We're licensed in Broward County.
just Broward. Okay, so
Yes.
Broward County. So their parents live in Broward, and they're at that age now. Their parents are in their late maybe 80s and mid 80s,
Right.
and they don't know what to do. What is it?
Right.
How does that process go? Do you guys do they meet with you and you look at it?
Yes.
Walk me through that.
So that first call is going to come from either the client themselves or the family or a friend and says, John and Carl or Carla needs assistance. They live here. This is what's going on.
And you're meeting with the son or the daughter.
We can meet with the son or the
for
daughter.
Typically you are gonna, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, or it could be the doctor's office.
Yeah.
Patient came here, did not have, is missing a lot of his appointments because he doesn't have support. So we would contact him or we would contact the family, and then our nurses will then meet with them. We can meet them at
The
home.
nurses meet.
Yes, because to me, I think the nurses is a big part of it. They can see, that's their assessment.
Yeah.
When they're there in the home, they can look out also for safety, the rugs, the lighting in the house. It's all of that. It's not just sending a caregiver. The house needs housekeeping. We check the refrigerator. There's spoiled food in there. So all those little details is going to be a huge part in that meeting. And then we can tell the son or the daughter, whoever wanted to meet with us, this is how we can support you. We can start from 4 hours a day to around the clock care, whatever makes sense for mom or dad. And same thing with the clients that are coming out of the hospital. Maybe it's just temporary. Maybe it's just the first 48 hours. Maybe it's just the first week. And then they start physical therapy and then they're getting better. And then they don't need us.
Oh, they can go as low as like 2 days?
Yes,
really?
Absolutely. We have clients that just gets discharged from the hospital at 4 p.m. We're there from 7 p.m. to 7 in the morning. They wanted to make sure they're okay once they get home. And then in the morning they said, "Oh, you know what? I think we're good now." And then that's it. But
you really?
We are that extra cushion for them.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I would think it would have to be long term. Like
could be short term, could be temporary.
Plus you're building that relationship.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we get calls.
Yeah.
Hey, so and so that you helped from a month or so ago gave me your number. We have plenty of those. Yeah.
Wow. This has been, talk about educational. I've learned a lot. This is good.
Yes. Thank you. I'm
thank
proud
you
of
so
it.
much. Yeah. Thank you so much, Genevieve, for being part of this, for all you do. I can just tell in the short time that I've been involved with the chamber, I can see how active you are and passionate you are. It's nice to see a breath of fresh air to see somebody who enjoys what they do. It's good.
Thank you. Yeah. Appreciate it, Todd. And good
Uh,
luck to you too.
thank you.
I'm really looking forward for the Parkland community to have,
Thank you so much.
With the app. I already have it on my phone.
Thank you. You're going to be getting an email this week with some updates on what we're doing. It's really cool stuff. I'm excited to share that with you.
Perfect.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Genevieve.
Thank you.
All right.